back, and we're going to start on our rice. So before you have seen this rice, so you want to see exactly how it's made, you can always go back to my previous videos and watch it. But I'm going to have a different presentation today, which makes it really nice and pretty for presenting your dish. So I'm going to try that one today for you. But beforehand, we're going to start with soaking our rice. Every one of these cups, it's going to be good enough for 2 people. So if you're 6 people, 3 of them, I always like to go a little bit extra. So this is for 4 and 6. So we're going to have a little bit more just in case we want to feed some other people. So this is good. We're going to put some cold warm water is better actually, because we don't put soaked it too long. And we add our salt here, and a spoon of salt we add up to it. So that's it. A little bit more because I like it. And then we're going to put some water over it. And we let it soak in the water for a while. And while this is soaked and ready for us to boil it and drain the water, I'm going to show you how we do the actually the sauce, the preparation for the bottom of the pot, and we call it Tahdiq, of course. So that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to prepare the sauce for the bottom of the pot, which we call it Tahdiq. You have seen this before, I've made it. It's, as I mentioned, it's yogurt, saffron, and butter, and a little bit of a vegetable oil in there. It just makes it better and smoother to have the bottom. So what it is, we're gonna need 1 spoon, 2 spoons of the yogurt.
Those are the big spoons, right?
Yes. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of the saffron. We have it here ready, so I'm going to use this one. It's just easier to use. And we're going to need 1 egg. We have it. Wash my hands. So we're going to prepare this and keep it ready. When our rice, I'm going to put the hot water to boil, and when it comes to the boiling temperature, our soaked rice, which we are going to put it around half an hour before we prepare it, actually boil it. So half an hour soaking your rice, and then boil the water ready, have the sauce ready, and then when they all are ready to go in and get, combine the whole thing together, we come back and we show you how to do the rest of it. So now we are getting ready for the rice. I made the actual sauce that goes into the rice for the bottom of the pot. The water is, if you would show this, the water is boiling. It's ready. So the actual rice that we soaked, I'm going to put it into the pot. So we let it boil and come to the boil again, because you put this, it's going to stop. And now after it is almost halfway cooked, we take it off the heat and we put it into a drainer, and when we drain the water, we make ready for the rest of it. All right, everyone, so the rice is almost ready. We're going to drain the water and put it into the drainer. Makes it easier. As you can see, this way the water is out. The sauce for the tahdiq we already prepared. yogurt, saffron, some vegetable oil, and I did add a little bit of the butter that I already warmed it up. So you can add a little bit to this. Makes it tasty. Butter makes everything tasty. So that's it. And now we're gonna add part of this rice in here. So I'll show you the rest of the trick. Put it on. So today I'm going to show you a different way of presenting our rice for a dish, especially since it's bidi kebab. You will see why I did it this way. I just wanted to make sure we have something different than what I usually and normally cook the rice. So it's very pretty for presentation, and I think you're gonna love it. So this is the tray for actually muffin that I use for this presentation of our rice. So I did some oil and butter and make sure it's completely covered the bottom and around. So when I'm adding my rice, it's make sure it's everywhere covered. All right, so now I'm gonna have these, put it here, and now we're gonna go with the rest of the plain rice on top of that.
How many of those are for me?
One, but then we have extra rice. So when you have this prepared, you make sure it looks good and you flatten it. You have to add some oil on top of this to make sure it's not going to go dry. So covering this, and then I add some oil I already melted. So what I can do, I actually have this a little bit here.
Is that oil and butter or just
It's
oil?
oil and butter. I mix them, so because it's a little bit this way, you're not overdoing it. Butter makes everything tasty and delicious. So I just try to be conservative and make everybody happy about this dish, so it's not too heavy. But butter, it's just much better. This is done, ready, and I'm gonna need to cover that with the foil. And then we put it into the oven, which is 350 ready. Our oven is already preheated, so 350 for half an hour, it's perfect. And you always check, you will know if it is ready or not, and if it's not, you can add another 10 minutes, but half an hour with 350 should be enough.